Hey everyone, it's New Jersey Garden. I wanted to do a video showing peonies that I have growing in the front. There are about 5 different varieties here. There's 8 plants. I bought them from a company in New Jersey actually called Peony's Envy, and they sell them, I believe, online, and I bought mine actually at the Philadelphia Flower Show. I bought them as bare roots and planted them in the ground a couple inches deep, and it did take a couple years for any blooms to show up. So the first year when you plant peonies, just expect some foliage and no flowers. So it's a long wait, but it's worth it. This variety here is really pretty. There's no scent on some of these. This one doesn't have a scent. This one over here with the large amount of pollen with the pale pink leaves also doesn't have a scent, but it's really pretty. It really flutters in the wind. This one's also beautiful. I don't think this one has a scent either. I have something similar in another garden area. It's called Sarah Bernhardt, and this one looks like the Sarah Bernhardt that I have in the back, but it doesn't have any scent, so it must be a different variety. There are dozens of varieties of peonies, and I'm going to do my best to look up the different varieties and put them in a comment. This white variety is a double blooming white, and it's extremely fragrant. It's a very musky, perfumey smell. Very nice. They really do flop, so maybe next year I'll put them in, I may stake them with some round cages, but I normally just let them flop. I'm going to walk around this way. Excuse the shadows, it's late in the day. This variety is very pretty. It has no scent. It looks like something I have in another area of the garden that does have a scent, but this one does not have a scent. It's a dark pink. And then these two in the front here are really pretty. They flutter in the wind, and they're just a lower, it seems like they're a lower growing, bushier variety. They bloomed first in this part of the garden. These peonies bloomed first. There's a lot of pollen in them, and they have very pretty pink leaves. Peonies only last, the blooms only last about 10 days at most. So I've been going out here several times a day to enjoy them. There's some kids, neighborhood kids in the background. Sorry for the noise. I'm just trying to pan across and show you all the different peony varieties that are blooming right now. The darker pink ones really do show up from a distance, but I enjoy all the different varieties and the different shades. Very long-lasting plants. They can last decades. They do need a lot of space. They need full sun. They don't like other shrubs or a lot of plants around them. They really like to be kind of on their own. And I've noticed some of my neighbors have peonies where they haven't been weeding around them, and I've noticed that the peonies seem to do much better if you just weed around them and keep the area clear underneath them. I have to do some more mulching over here, but I do have mulch around the base of the plants, and they're so easy to care for. You can snip off the spent blooms when they finish blooming, and then you can just you wait until October, and all summer the foliage stays really nice, and then in October I just cut it back down to the ground. So it's super easy to care for. The blooms are very large, especially this white one here. It's just very large. It almost looks like 3 flowers in one. And ants will crawl on these plants. They don't seem to do much harm. They just love to crawl on peonies, especially just the peony buds. I'm not sure why, but the ants really seem to like the peony buds. I could just stare at these all day long. They're just so pretty. I hope you've enjoyed them, and if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post something, and I will do my best to look up all these different varieties, and I'll put a comment on what varieties these are. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe. Thank you.